Hello, friends. Good morning or afternoon or whatever it is for you. How's everyone doing today? Hello, Harmony, Sparks, Jedzia, Crappie. Hello, hello. I think this is the one that won the poll, right? It's sweater weather here. It's sweater weather here for probably another 30 minutes. And then it's going to start heating up again. But I'm enjoying it while I can. I hope you enjoy your sweater weather. We've got a nice little iced coffee with a cute little design on top. Still recovering from the migraine I got midstream on Thursday. Oh, I'm sorry. Yum. Okay. We've got this delightful little page. These two adorable ghosts going on a date. I see you survived the last little heat wave we had just barely, and it looks like we have another one on the way. So I'm just like, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm hoping they're wrong. I'm hoping they're just like, let's just say it's going to be hot. So then when it's not as hot, people are happy. Okay. So for this, I want to try doing like a little bit of yellow around the stars before doing the nighttime sky. I don't know if it's going to work because the dark blue might just bleed all over everything, but we're going to try it. Worst comes to worst, we just have a dark blue sky. And I think if I go in with the lighter color first, it should blend out well. We will find out. Anybody got some fun plans for their weekend? Anything they're excited about? What's up, Daniel? Looks like it's gonna be around upper 70s, low 80s, so not hot, not warm, better than it was. Kind of, yes. Anything over 70 is too hot for me, so I see 75 and I'm like, man, I see 85 and I'm like, I'm gonna die. That's fine, whatever. Yeah, it's so worth it, but it is definitely one of those like brain off kind of tasks, you know? I can tolerate up to about 95. I would do better in the heat if we had air conditioning in the way that we did like in Oklahoma growing up. Cause yeah, if it's hot outside, but I can keep it at 70 in the house, I'm okay. It's the fact that I just can't escape the heat. That's the issue. What's up, Ghostly? A lovely 78 there. Yeah, it's supposed to get up to, I think, about the same here today. Oh, you have Peaches with you. Hi, Peaches. The humidity does make a big difference, yeah. It's supposed to be 85 here. I keep telling myself if we get through August, everything's going to be okay. I'm ignoring the fact that at least the first half of September will probably also be hot. But it won't be August anymore, so there's that. September means delicious food. All the fall food finally coming out. Yes. I'm just waiting for my butternut squash mac and cheese at Trader Joe's to be back. Once that's there, I'm gonna be one happy camper, that's for sure. Oh no, not the banana bread. I made banana bread and it didn't turn out very good. I put it in for the minimum amount of time they said to make it for, and it turned out like a lot harder than normal. It was still fine, it was edible, but like not my preference. And now thinking back on it, I think what happened is I replaced some of the sugar with brown sugar because I was out of regular sugar, and I was like, this should be fine. Forgetting that there's molasses in the brown sugar, which can make baked goods a little bit harder. I think that's what happened. Because I always put things in for the minimum amount of time and then I check it and see if it needs more. And usually that works. September is Independence Day, so we have dinner with traditional Mexican food. Oh, fun! I didn't know that. That sounds good. Got our little cinnamon flowers just dying. I've not tried putting a dish of water in the oven. I don't know how I feel about these stars. I'm gonna try blending it just a little. We'll see if that helps. I will have to try that, Ghostly, because that is almost always my issue with like banana. I usually do muffins because they bake up better. Um, yeah, usually like the crust gets too hard. The inside's great, but the crust is too hard. I'm gonna make sweet potato pumpkin soup tomorrow in the crock pot. That sounds delightful. I wish it was soup season. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's always soup season. Listen, if I am already overheating and then I eat hot soup, it's not gonna go well. Oh, I want beef stew. That sounds good. I haven't had beef stew in a long time. That's why I make cold soups for summer. I don't think I've ever had a cold soup now that I'm thinking about it. My laptop's installing updates and it's taking forever. Mine always does too. Almost always right before stream. It's like, hey, we need an update. I'm like, can you do it later? The digital Lego instructions are top tier. Yeah. Much easier to work with than the paper ones. We tell everyone that when the monthly window update comes around, that's also the cue to clean your makeup brushes. Thank you for the reminder that I need to do that because it's the end of the month. That's my cue, is always end of the month. I try to clean them at least once a month. If I can, if I remember every 2 weeks, but usually that does not happen. Thanks, Ghostly. Also, hello, Winter. Oh, hi, Midnight. I look away for a minute and suddenly the sky is alive. It's alive and full of stars. I always like to get the biggest, section of coloring done first, and then I can work on all the fun little details. Come in, Green Arrow. I think my brother's cat climbing is 12 or 13. Sheesh. The two little roosters are learning to crow, and bless their heart, they can't. They'll get it. They'll get it. Just everybody's got to start somewhere. Nice art, thank you. If someone that you do not like shrank to a very tiny size and you caught them in the palm of your hand and brought them up to your face, what facial expression would you make in them and what would you say to them? Honestly, I'd probably just be really concerned about the fact that they shrunk that small, and I would be trying to figure out what happened. So, even if I don't like them. They're trying their hardest.
Hello there.
They'll get it. They'll figure it out. Thank you for the follow, Green Arrow. I donate them to science. Okay, Daniel.
Oh, look, a strawberry.
Ghostly. See, I also don't have anybody in my life that's like that I dislike that much that I would consider a bad person. So I guess it's hard for me to imagine what exactly I would do in that situation. Almost done with the skies. When I worked at an elephant sanctuary, we used to wish for a shrink ray because it would make cleaning up after them so much easier. I know you work at an elephant sanctuary, Harmony. That's really cool. But also, yes, I'd assume that would be used on any food aftermaths to help clean up. I like the stars a lot better now that it's all done. I really wanted to volunteer at my local zoo when I was in college, but they didn't have any openings in their volunteer program at the time, unfortunately. very cool, but so much heavy lifting. I assume so. Hello, Ren. I also love this page. I'm very happy we're coloring this. I would have been happy with either of the choices, but I was leaning a little bit more towards this one. Perfect combo of cute and creepy. Also, when I was trying to find pages this morning and flipping through the other book,
Hello there.
every page I flipped to was colored. So we might need a new coloring book soon. Owly Owl, thank you for the follow. Also, a lot of the pages got stained before we had the good markers, when we had the old ones that would bleed onto other pages after they were dry. So there's a few that I'll probably color on my own time, but not for stream, because there's just yellow marks all across the page. It was the shape of the tree I liked most on this one. It's really good. I also like all the little grass curves. This is a very, it has the aesthetic that I like. Everyone go hydrate. 2 hydrates.
General Kenobi.
There we go. Now the question is, do I want to do a different color for the grass or just do the same color? I think I want to do the same color. All the other grass colors are like a little bit too saturated, you know? If you don't hydrate, then Peaches will be very disappointed. Oh no. Couldn't handle Peaches being disappointed in me. Me neither. Maybe I'll go back over this again a second time to make it like a slightly darker shade. We'll see once it's all done. I like this page so far. Am I just not seeing? There it is. I was looking for this shade and I just T94. And I think because it was upside down, my brain just like wasn't registering that it was there. I do have multiple browns, yeah. We're gonna do gonna have a little fun with this one. Yes, yeah, that's what I'm going for, kind of a multicolored. Starting out just by following the lines here with one shade. I'm gonna go in with another one. Just kind of draw in some lines. What's up, reader? At Ren Fair, we just stopped for lunch. I wanted to say hi. I hope you're having so much fun. Ren Fair's the best. Don't know how this is gonna look at the end. We'll see. My hand is cramping. So I'm trying so hard to keep the detail of the tree. Looks cool from here, but it is very tiny on my phone screen. I mean, it looks fine so far. Maybe you just should have done some more, like, varied colors. I think I chose shades that were a little too close to each other. It's okay, though. I will be trying the new Cozy Curlies tomorrow. Any extra tips I should know other than what's in your videos? I don't think so. I think I shared pretty much everything. Just be careful if your hair, and I've said this in older videos, but I don't know if you've seen those other than like the most recent one. Just be careful when you're wrapping your hair. What I like to do is, as I'm wrapping, I'll stop and I'll kind of brush the hair down off of the roller, just because like little strands of hair. My hair is pretty fine, so little strands like to get wrapped around the curler before I'm ready for it to be wrapped around the curler. And then it gets like wrapped underneath other hair. So just make sure you're brushing off the curler, like any hair that gets caught on it that you're not ready for it to be on there. That's about the only other thing I can think of. And then make sure you do it pretty early in the evening if you have somewhere you need to be in the morning. Because until you know how long it takes for your hair to dry in these things, it's best to like give it a little extra time, you know? Like I can usually tell if my hair is going to be dry in time or not. And if it's not, that's when you have a backup hairstyle ready of some kind of bun or something like that. Always have a plan B. I got the Cozy Curlers too. I could or couldn't seem to get them to get the back sections to curl well. I split my hair into 3 sections. I'm assuming you meant couldn't. Do you do 2 sections in the front and 1 in the back, or 1 in the front and 2 in the back? Two in the front, 1. Okay, because that's what I used to do, and that's the old tutorial I have is for that. And I wanted to make an updated one because what I do now is 1 in the front and 2 in the back. But for the last video, they asked me to use the full pack to like do really tight curls, and I was like, yeah, sure. Because I like those too. But what I normally do right now is I start right in front of my ears, right here, and I make a part line up to the top of my head. That whole front section is 1 curler. And then the back, I make a zigzag part down the back to split it in half evenly. And then I do 2 more curls right there. And that seems to get the back a little bit more curled. And the front, usually because it's so fine, only needs 1 curler anyways. So give that a shot. Try doing 1 in the front and 2 in the back. And that might help with getting the back to curl a bit more. Oh no, did you put any like curling mousse or styling foam or anything in it beforehand? That can help a lot. And curls they just fall naturally. That's just what happens. There are things you can do to help it hold a little bit, but if your hair's not naturally curly, more than likely the curls are going to fall at some point. My hair does the thing where it's wavy in some parts and straight in others. Yep. Mine kind of does that now that it's longer. When my hair was shorter, it was more curly. But now that it's longer and it's got all the weight on it, it's got some of the sections are pretty straight and then other ones are pretty curly. So how far in advance do we put the curling mousse in? So typically for me, what I like to do is I shower, my hair is wet, and I put all styling products, the curling mousse, the leave-in conditioner, anything like that in while it's wet. Then I let my hair dry completely. Like, get it completely dry. You can blow dry it if you're in a hurry, but if you're trying to avoid heat, let it air dry. And then when I'm ready to do the curlers, I take just water in a spray bottle and I spray it a little bit so it's a little bit damp, but not like super wet. And then I put the curlers in. The water will reactivate like the curling mousse or whatever you have in your hair. And you can control the like water amount that you're putting, the moisture amount you're putting in your hair for the curlers. Because I know if I put them in like wet, straight out of the shower, they will not dry for 3 to 5 business days at least. So I put in all the curling stuff while it's wet, then let it dry, then re-wet it and put the curlers in. Got a leave-in conditioner that I'll use sometimes. Haven't found any mousse or curling stuff because fragrance is a big trigger for my migraines. Oh yeah, that can be a problem. I'll see if I can find any recommendations for you for like non-scented stuff, if that would help. Because I know like the top 3 things I can think of that I use off the top of my head have a pretty strong smell, so might not be the best for you. Wet the dries, then dry the wets, then wet the dries. Exactly. Okay. I think I want to go back into this grass with another shade over another coat of the green, maybe to make it a little darker. Oh, Ren, don't get me started on fall. I'm so sorry if you guys are sick of me talking about it, because I swear every stream I'm like, but pumpkin things. So close, but so far. I know, we've got another heat wave too. I was all like, it's almost the end of August, just one more day. And then I looked at the weather forecast and I'm like, never mind, August is bleeding over into September. The one I found that seems to be okay, I got from Amazon. The brand is called Honest. Okay. Pumpkin things, all the pumpkin. I want the pumpkin bagels from Trader Joe's. Some cream cheese. Ugh. Oh, you guys got fake fall? Yeah, no. This morning is actually pretty cool, but it's supposed to get up to like 80 something today. Coat number 2 is a green. Oh no, Ghostly. My mom used to make the pumpkin cream cheese rolls almost every year. And then one year she was like, you know what? Pumpkin bars with cream cheese frosting taste exactly the same and it's a lot easier. So we're doing that. It's like, I can't blame her. I know those were tricky to make. They're so pretty though. Oh, apple is also fantastic, yeah. I'm more of a pumpkin person than an apple person, but I also very much enjoy apple. The Trader Joe's, the apple blossom pastries that they have in the freezer section, those are really good. You add a little scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. They make a pretty good breakfast. I like them because they bake up so fast. Oh, I can't wait for pumpkin. Okay, now that the tree is done, I really like it. See you, Daniel. Have a great rest of your weekend. Yeah, well, that's not far off from the truth, Tom. It's pretty close to how I'm feeling right now. Also, I'm like 70% of the way through Wings of Starlight, the Pixie Hollow book, and it's so cute. It's so cute. I love it so much. It's got me like giggling and kicking my feet over here. It's adorable. And it feels very much like the Pixie Hollow books of old, just written for a slightly older audience. I definitely spent more time reading it yesterday than I should have. Because I have lots of things to do, but I was like, but my book. I have to find out what happens next. There we go. That feels better. What's up, Mac? Welcome back. Okay. I need a brown ribbon dirt. That feels like a good color. Where is it? Is it 101? Is that the one I said? Yeah. We gotta decide on the color for the flowers. Maybe we do a mixed bouquet. I know I want to do this mushroom red and white. I think I'm going to do this mushroom brown. I'm trying to decide on this hat. I'm almost thinking of blue. And then maybe she really likes purple flowers. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to do the gravestones first. Well, I'm thinking like a light blue. Definitely a dark blue would blend in too much, but I'm like, maybe like that kind of a color might work. Or maybe I do brown, like what's a little like fishing hat? You know what I'm talking about? Brown could be really cute, like a tan. A bucket hat, yes. Orange might be cute too. We have lots of cute options. Oh, I got 2 votes for an orange hat. Okay. We could do like burnt orange and then like a brown label. I think that would be cute. Ghostly would know what a ghost needs. Every time it gets to 1 in one of these color exchanges, I always feel like a 2-year-old throwing a tantrum because I have to get going and I don't want to. Oh. I mean, at least the finished product's always posted later, maybe? My goal is to keep this coloring stream under 2 hours. Since the last like 2 or 3 have been 2 hours, 15 minutes, 2.5 hours. Not going great with the time management. Harmony, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you later. Oh yeah. The tombs are for the people that these ghosts used to be. I like that too. And the fact that he's still bringing flowers to the date. So cute. Are these ghosts? I think they're skulls. Still a bit morbid. Let's not put a picture of a person on here. Let's put a picture of their skulls. The Kingdom Dance song from Tangled is so good. You know what else has a really good soundtrack that I was listening to the other day, and I was like, I feel like the soundtrack doesn't get enough love? Is The Princess and the Frog. There are so many good songs in that movie. Is there a skeleton walking around like in other pages as well as the ghost? No, I think based on the dirt, they're still there. I love Princess and the Frog. Ghostly, did you ever read the book series? I remember when this movie was first announced. It was announced as we're making a Princess and the Frog movie. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that book series. Later on, I found out we're making a movie inspired by the concept, but not the same. Still a fantastic movie. But I am a little sad we didn't get the princess and well, it was called The Frog Princess, I think. Um, the books. I if you haven't read them, I've been meaning to reread them. If you haven't read them, maybe give those a shot too. It's the same idea of the girl kisses the frog and then turns into a frog herself. But there's other things involved, like her aunt's a witch, she's a witch in training. Like there's a lot of other things. Let me see if I want to make sure it's the Frog Princess. Yes, the Frog Princess, and then there are I think it's a trilogy. Yeah, Dragon's Breath, Once Upon a Curse, No Place for Magic. Oh, it's more than a trilogy. There's also a prequel. They were good books. I enjoyed them as a kid. They're written by E.D. Baker. burnt orange. Where is orange? Is that it? Yeah. What do we think of that? I think that's a pretty good bucket hat color, if you ask me. Right. Yes. Huge. Hi, punctual.
First try.
And evasive. Hello. Okay. I think I really wanted to do purple for her flower, but is that gonna blend in too much with the blue? Maybe I do pink. Maybe pink would be better. We could add purple to like this flower. I feel like purple's just gonna blend in a little too much. I think we should do pink, yeah. I have a question. I'm not sure if it has a proven answer. Shoot, go for it. Does not seeing images in your brain make you enjoy reading less? I will say that I didn't realize that was a thing for the longest time, and I didn't understand how someone could dislike reading because I was like, it's a movie in your head. And then I learned about that and I was like, oh, if you can't see the movie in your head, I can see how that might be an issue, you know? Yep, that's the same thing I have discovered as well. So, okay, now I just have the flowers. I'm gonna do this one pink. And then I do want to get the purple in there somewhere. I'm thinking this one. Do a yellow flower. Isn't it adorable? What other colors do it do? I think I might do another pink flower because I feel like he knows the pink ones are her favorite. So he would get another pink one. Right? Looks like this is a shorter stream / page, so I'm glad it dropped in time. My goal was to keep it under 2 hours this time. So I think we're doing a good job. The last, 2 coloring streams have been like 2 hour, 2+ hour streams. Oh yeah, the orange bucket hat's adorable. Okay. Should I color the eyeballs in? Should I color the eyeballs in, or should I leave them plain old white? I thought about doing like red, like bloodshot, but I know the red will bleed everywhere, and I don't have a red pen, so I can't do that. I could also do like just the barest bit of pale pink around the edge, or I could just leave them white. Normally the streams are very consistently an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, but I think aren't the last two over 2 hours? Because I know the stream where we colored 2 pages. It was like a lot. I don't know, those were the exact 2 I missed. Okay. I think we leave the eyeballs white. That's what I'm seeing. So that's what we'll do. Just wanted to give the tombstones a little more dimension. Yeah, dark light gray like carved stone. Yeah. I was like, they wouldn't really be colored in, so I'm just gonna do shades of gray. I'm just adding a little bit more of the same dark gray to the outside, just to give it some difference here. There was a little too much of the same gray. Now we're just adding in shadows. I really like the tree. Good call on doing the stripes for the tree. Looks good. I can't remember whose idea was that. Was that Harmony? Either way, great idea. Just adding a couple finishing touches. Some shadows and highlights, you know, the usual. If you wanted to get detailed, you can make the ghost looks translucent. If I had more shades, I would. But the problem is I don't really have a shade of blue that will match the night sky in a way that looks translucent. And I also definitely don't have the right shade of green. That is a fun idea, though. Listen, just because I'm clearly stalling and coloring more than I need to doesn't mean I want to turn this into a big project. We are 20 minutes ahead of schedule. Listen, sometimes that's a good thing, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna add some extra twinkling lights to the stars. Have you considered glitter pens? I haven't. If I use the same markers with the blender, what's going to happen is it will bleed out. I also really just like them. Like, I think it's cute as is, and I don't want to ruin it. We could add, like, that might be too much. I was gonna say some, like, speckling to the rock. Maybe just a little bit in the corners. They're very cute. We're just metals. No. I like it. I like the ideas. I really do. I'm just trying to not do too much for once, you know? There. How about a glowing aura for the ghosts? If I take the blender marker and I go around, it's still gonna bleed into the ghost. I think we're gonna leave it. We're not gonna risk turning this adorable page into not adorable. There's time and place for taking risks, and it's not now when I'm really happy with it.
Water tribe.
Thank you for the hydrate. Mixed media project, sew in some buttons, maybe some embroidery. Okay, let me turn on the autofocus so that we can zoom in on all our little details here. I love the gravestones, the mushrooms, that tree, fantastic. Look at how cute they are. I think that is that. I love that page. That one's cute. That one's very cute. I'm very happy with that. Okay. Tuesday is video games. We could play more Tiny Bookshop. We could start a new game. I'll do a poll, see what we want to do. And then Thursday we'll be finishing up the Lego, the Disney Villains icon set.
First try.
Yeah, and then we'll be back next week with another cozy coloring stream. So thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I had a good time. I hope you did too. Enjoying some cool weather before the heat rolls back in. I will catch you all off stream in the Discord and online in between. But I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Make sure you stay hydrated, stay cool, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye!